Hello everyone, welcome to How to Discern Who You Are a Double of in Your Family Ancestral Tree by Date of Birth. And I intend you're creating one and have created an ancestral family tree. So who are you a double of? Are you a double of your paternal grandmother, your maternal great-grandmother, an aunt, an uncle, etc.? Who are your children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, your siblings a double of? Are they a double of you? Etc. We all possess good qualities, teachings, programs, beliefs from our ancestors, those whom we are a double of and those whom we are not a double of. But what we want to be conscious of is the unresolved, unrepaired emotions experienced or gathered or came about because of an experience of the ancestor you're a double of, and perhaps the ancestors before that ancestor that just keeps repeating itself, and that's what you're doing, is repeating that because nobody has repaired it. So if you're not experiencing your birthrights of love, peace, joy, abundance, prosperity, good health, etc., then you need to repair. I would encourage you, let's say, a better way of saying it, to repair the emotions that came about because of an experience of the ancestor you are a double of, that's not allowing you to experience all your deserving birthrights that exist within you, that need to be awakened within you. So another thing to know is, let's say you're repeating the journey of someone you found out that had an awesome journey, and so are you, but you're doing it more grand. Isn't that awesome? That is an accomplishment. But discovering who you are a double of also allows you to discern, if you know the history of this ancestor, what did they experience that I'm also experiencing, that I'm still experiencing? Or what was I experiencing that I no longer am experiencing? Because you've repaired it, but at least you get to see what you were doing and the fact that you have repaired it or that you haven't repaired it, and it's important to do so. So let's go with date of birth. Let's say you were born April 28th, 10 days before April 18th, 10 days after April 28th, May the 8th. So anyone born between April 18th and May the 8th in your ancestral family tree, you would be a double of, or they would be a double of you. 10 days before, 10 days after. Why? Because the exact date of conceivement isn't always known. So you kind of have to have that those days before and after to kind of, discover who you're a double of. And remember when the doctor used to say, well, your child will be born on this day. And it could be a week before, or more before, or a week or more after. That's what they used to say. So I kind of connect the two in some way, in my opinion. Also of importance is that, so you happen to know your due date because someone told you. You know exactly your due date. But you were born on April 28th and should have been born on May 28th. Or perhaps you were born a week or two before or a week or two after. Whatever the case may be, if you were not born on the due date that you know you should have been, you want to take the due date as well and discern that in a separate little column. That allows you to see, who would I have been a double of? Would that have been good or not so good? What were my mother and I trying to avoid by saying, oh no, we're not doing that? Or simply said, you were born when you were supposed to be born because you came in with the purpose of repairing it, because you have the courage and the commitment to do so, but you just didn't know it, and now you do. So there you have it. The other thing I also want to point out is that there are like 4 other different ways of discerning who your double is, but I thought I would start with date of birth, because if I throw them all at you, it could cause a mind spin. It did for me when they threw them all at me, and it can still cause a mind spin. Anyway, if you have any questions, you know where to find me. Be well.